What is going on, fam? Welcome to the Sunday Dad Club podcast. I am your host, Golden Striker, and I am joined, as always, by your favorite dads and my favorite co-hosts, Justin and Shakezilla. What up, fam?
What up,
Going
man?
on, going on.
No smells good this week. He abandoned us for his children. How dare he? How dare he be a dad?
Seriously.
Who gave him that right to be a dad?
Makes me sick to my stomach. Cheerleading.
It's fine though. It's fine. We'll carry on as always. He's on. We'll put him on the injured reserve like literally everybody this week. Because
No, it's not injured. It's COVID this week.
COVID. You're right. It's the
This is COVID week.
COVID week for him.
Yeah.
Since every it's crazy. Literally everyone this week is either injured or on COVID, and that's gonna make some games pretty interesting.
It is. It's gonna be weird. I didn't know Ben's issue was COVID, and I was talking to Smells yesterday.
Well, he did smart.
Yeah, that
man.
just came
He told
out.
the team, like, yo,
Yeah, that popped up like out of nowhere.
yeah. I like that he did smart. Like, yo, I got symptoms. You need to test me.
Look at the monster.
It was
That means
miserable.
we get Mason Rudolph this week as your starting quarterback.
Mm,
That was a
Be
weird
too
sign.
bad. Could be a
Yeah.
big Najee Harris week.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Ooh,
That's what I'm
I
praying for,
like it.
actually.
Let's go
Yeah, I don't
running. Let's go full running backs. All the running backs go off. We won't care about
Mhm.
receivers this week. It'll be fun. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, Rudolph, he's played a good amount of games, so I mean,
I think the last time he played, Miles Garrett almost whooped his ass.
yeah, that was, I think that might have been his last start.
And he hasn't played since.
Got beat with his own helmet.
I mean, that was pretty funny though.
I love that. I love that, actually.
Miles Garrett is freaking badass, man.
I know.
He's a great end. Let's jump
They
into
should
some
be the first
games
game, right?
and talk about some injuries and stuff, shall we?
Yeah, let's get into it.
First game of the week, the Atlanta Falcons coming off their upset victory against my New Orleans Saints against Dallas, who also was upset against Denver last week.
I mean,
Yeah, there was a
I
lot of
don't-
upsets last week.
I don't know if the Atlanta one was an upset because it is the Saints and they kind of stink.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So I'm muting Shake. Got it.
Yeah, I don't think it was really an upset.
Nah,
Look,
I feel like if you said Winston, they probably still could have won.
it was a division game. Like that Dallas loss though, that was interesting. I mean,
Yeah,
they looked
Dallas
like-
came out flat, dude.
They looked like legit dog poop. Like it was
Yeah.
30-0 at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And then I think they
Yeah,
scored
it was,
16 points.
they scored a bunch of points in at
Garbage
the
time,
end
like-
in garbage
Yeah.
time to make it look at
Mm.
least somewhat respectable. But
And Dak looked like dog shit.
oh,
Yeah, they
absolutely.
didn't-
Zeke looked like
look
dog. Well, Zeke looked like dog shit all year, basically, at this point.
Yeah,
And
they're,
that-
I think
That-
he put out one good game.
That defense, who's looked good all week, finally was just like, all right, we've had enough. We're gonna roll over. Score
Yeah.
points on us, please.
We can only sustain for so long.
yeah, it's gonna be. I think Dallas bounces back though. It's in Dallas, right? Yeah, so
Yeah, it's in Dallas.
I think they're gonna bounce back, and I think they're gonna beat them up a little bit.
I could see
Um,
that.
They're gonna beat them up. But
I could
Matt Ryan-
also
Matt
see
Ryan's
this
playing
being a
pretty
close
good, too.
game though. I could see
Yeah, I wouldn't
Atlanta
be
coming off
surprised.
last week. Kyle Pitts, who is underrated according to one of our co-hosts.
Mhm.
Actually, he's underrated.
I mean, you did
Um,
for a while before he
I
started.
always
you
said
know.
Kyle Pitts was going to be a star. He just needed, his.
I mean, he's coming. He's coming out. You know what I mean? I trust whatever shit, and as you should, Stan. As you should.
You know,
I mean?
Calvin Ridley having, issues really helped
I know.
Dolphins out, to be honest.
That's actually
Do you
killing
think?
me, dude.
Do you think he comes back at all?
I
Whether
don't think
this
so.
season or sometime in the
I don't
future?
think he's going to. I don't think
I
he's
don't
going
think he's
because
going to.
he dropped that one thing, and then he's been like silent since.
Yeah.
Like you haven't heard anything. It's just like it's not weird, obviously, because what's going on in his life sucks. But it sucks for me because I lost Woods and I have Ridley too, so I lost both of them. So he's kind of fucking me over. But other
Dude,
than that, I hope he gets better.
What if one of my teams is just I had to pick up a bunch of scrubs off the side of the road to start for me in that league.
Same.
Smells is going through that in one of our leagues with running backs.
It's crazy. It's the week of injuries. It's the week of COVID. It's everything. Everything is happening all in 1 week.
Yeah, it's gonna be but
So I think everyone had Dallas in this game.
I believe so. Smells didn't put his picks in because he's a lazy prick.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll get
I
in
would be
there.
shocked if the Falcons did win, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but I do think Dallas is gonna beat him up.
Matt Ryan actually has been playing decent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
late.
it looks good.
I had
Obviously,
him
they
in
got the utility man, Cordell Patterson, who does fucking everything at this point.
Cordarrelle freaking Patterson, man.
He's a wide receiver, running back, QB. Might as well just turn him into the kicker.
Said my mama worked 3 jobs when I was a kid. Why can't I
Don't
do
say
3
that
jobs on
about
the field?
Koo's been going off, man.
Like, if you think
that's my
about it,
boy, dude, young way.
like, this is probably stat-wise, like, one of Zeke's worst years in his career.
That means
Yeah.
you get paid him
Yeah.
running backs, and
So what? He only has 5 TDs and 600 yards.
I didn't even know he had 5 TDs, to be honest with you.
And he had that one big week where he scored 3.
Oh,
He's
shit.
got rushing. He's 128 carries, 622 yards, and 5 TDs.
Yeah, so stat-wise, he's not being utilized,
It
really.
sounds like he
average.
plays for the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's average.
not
Zeke-
for the
Zeke
money.
usually has 1,000 yards by now.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I meant.
They paid
Like
him and
just
shit.
average for the league in general.
Like
He's nothing spectacular.
he almost has, let's say, 70 more carries than Cordell Patterson and only 300 yards more.
And Cordell Patterson's not even a running back.
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's a wide receiver. Hey, look, I'm okay with that because I own him in one of my leagues, and he has gotten me good points every week.
The
I'm wondering
stat
if that's
line
going to die
for
off.
man, the stat line for Matt Ryan and Dak are practically the same at this point.
Yeah, I think
Matt
do
Ryan might
think
be a
Dak
good
comes
sleeper
back.
quarterback this week if you need one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm starting Cousins. I probably could grab Matt Ryan.
I'm starting Mac Jones in the league again.
I've seen that.
That's actually not a bad play.
I've seen that.
I like that.
Because Marion D hops out.
Let's jump into our second game.
Wait, who you starting?
In the Falcons game?
I would
Yeah.
fire up all my Cowboys, and I would fire up Pitts.
I mean,
and
I'd fire up
Patterson,
everybody in
right?
this game, honestly.
Yeah.
Atlanta's
definitely.
defense isn't great, so you got a chance to really get some points from your Cowboys, and the Falcons have shown that it doesn't matter who they're playing, they're still gonna drop points, especially with Cordarrelle Patterson or Pitts, and then like I said, Matt Ryan's a good sleeper,
It just came out
especially
now.
after Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater did so poorly last week, or did so well last week.
They don't expect Mary or DeAndre. They're gonna test them pregame.
Nah, they're not.
I
just
don't-
gonna
yeah,
try
they're-
to roll with
they're
Mike
not-
McCoy.
They're not playing.
But AJ Green's backs for him this week, so it's another additive.
Colt McCoy season, baby. Anyway,
But yeah,
McCoy.
we can move on from this. Don't be shocked if the Falcons win though.
Oh, absolutely. I could see that happening. I could see it also being close. The spread on it's 8, and I could see it being a field goal game to win it. The New Orleans Saints traveling to the Tennessee Titans. This is another game that is marred by injuries. No Alvin Kamara, obviously, on the Saints side, and no Jameis Winston. So more Trevor Siemian as your starting quarterback.
Mark Ingram season.
Mark Ingram season. He only needs 20 yards.
20 yards,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
Seen
I'm not
that.
our stats guy, but he only needs 20 yards to break the all-time rushing record for the Saints.
yeah,
That
Yeah,
could
I
happen
think,
in
I
this
think
game.
they're gonna run them heavy. Get them going.
Yeah, I could see him and Taysom Hill having big running games in this game. On the Titans side, there is no Julio Jones, who was moved to IR. And
Oh,
of
I've
course,
seen
no Derrick Henry, who was put on season-ending IR
Yeah,
a week
this
or
is
two ago.
AJ Brandon show off what he really can do.
It'll be.
To
I
help
think it'll
carry
be
a team.
interesting to see how Tannehill does in this game because he's been sick. He is supposed to play in this game, but he's been sick. So whether that means that he'll be fine or not, we'll actually see come game time.
Yeah, I was going to go. So whatever his health was for my pick.
Yeah,
If
if
it
he
was
was out, I was
Logan
going
or
New
whatever.
Orleans.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna rock Tennessee. It's in Tennessee. Saints ain't that good, but it's funny. Speaking of the wide receivers and injuries, I actually added Callaway in 2 leagues to start this week because of Robert Woods. So I am hoping Callaway, gets a little connection with Simeon.
I just feel like the Saints wide receivers are tough to start because
All they had to do was run straight.
they're just bad.
They lost their slant guy.
It's not necessarily the slant thing. And I saw because I look at all the beat reporters for the Saints. They dropped the stats that the Saints wide receivers have the 5th worst separation among receivers in the league.
Eagles probably number 1, so don't worry.
I mean, but that just shows that there's literally they're trying to throw balls in these tightest of windows because the receivers just aren't able to get open.
And you don't even have a quarterback that can do that.
Well, so that's the thing. We shat all. Well, y'all did. I didn't. We shat all over Trevor Simeon last week before the pod. But if you actually watched the game, the throws that he was making was there. The receivers just dropped so many
the receivers
balls.
aren't that good, yeah.
And it didn't. It took until the 4th quarter when everyone decided to just magically start catching balls. And we saw what the Saints could do. But when you go 3 quarters of the receivers dropping, I think they dropped seven balls, including a 4th down at the beginning of the game that would have kept the drive going. I said you can't win that way. It doesn't matter how good your defense is. You can't win when your receivers don't help your quarterback.
Are you firing up Ingram instantly?
I
have Ingram starting in the sleeper league.
Yeah, I would fire up Ingram just
flex,
because the Saints are gonna try to run the crap out of the ball as much as they can this game, and so Ingram's at least worth the start.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have got him, I definitely would have started him. I'm starting the Titans defense, I think, in 2 leagues. I'm also starting the Saints defense in a league too, though.
Yeah, I mean, notorious drop in the stat. I actually picked the Titans in this game. I think it is going to be a close game, but I think the Titans are going to do just enough. I'll be interested to see how their offense does, because I know A.J. Brown is probably going to get covered by Lattimore, which this season has meant really nothing.
Yeah.
Lattimore's had good games and he's had terrible games. So
yeah, Smells is lone wolf in your New Orleans Saints.
Okay, Smells. Not a boy.
I think
he must really be sick, actually.
Yeah. I think the Saints don't have their slant man. I think their slant man wants to leave. I don't think he had a setback with injury. He just doesn't want to play for the Saints.
I agree. It wouldn't surprise me if we traded him at the end of this year.
Yeah,
I think he's gone.
I hate how all the leagues, not just football, someone's unhappy, so it's I'll sit it out, and it's the man trades, and dude, come on, man.
Or if not, all right, let's say they don't sit out, they'll just use the bullshit excuse of mental health. Okay.
Exactly. My back hurts, it's twisting my ankle.
Honestly,
I got anxiety from underperforming.
I'm okay getting rid of him because we'll get a 1st-round pick for him, and hopefully the Saints use it on a receiver.
I don't know if you will. Get a 1st-round pick.
We'll get a 1st-round pick on him just because of the name alone, and he's still technically young enough that we could probably flip him for.
But you see what these players are going for. When they want to get off a team, the teams are all right, just take something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say 2nd-round pick.
Do you think? Most. All right. Yeah, next season, do you think Jameis Winston is the starting still?
No. And all the beat writers have said the same thing. They don't.
Are you drafting? Who are you drafting?
I wouldn't be surprised if they go after Rodgers.
That's the issue with where the Saints are, right? Is we're too high on the draft order to be able to get a good quarterback. And I really don't think there's that many good quarterbacks in the draft this year.
No.
I could see us trying to go after Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. We don't have the money for it is the issue.
Yeah, I
Like
think
the
that's
Saints
the
are
only
the
way.
Saints are kind of in a shitty situation where we're too high to draft a quarterback, and we don't have the money to go after some of these like big names. And I mean,
if you go on a skid,
we could always
quarterback.
We could always trade, you know, Michael Thomas for a quarterback, or Michael Thomas and a pick for a quarterback. It just depends on, you know, if a team wants to make that move.
Yeah, see, I agree with Notorious. You know, 29 in March, which is young, kind of. I mean, younger than me, but the ankle and leg problems here.
I mean, it's
that long? Yeah, I guess so. Right? 6 years. 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years almost. That's kind of old.
Yeah, but should be an interesting game.
I think that.
Never mind, the Eagles would overpay, but we don't want the Eagles quarterback.
Thomas stays is if you actually get a good QB. So, like, for him to stay, you would need Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
Russell
and that's
Wilson,
what I think. If
Deshaun Watson.
I think if Winston hadn't gotten hurt, then he would have tried to come back. I think Winston getting hurt was kind of the final straw, and him being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a lost season and come back."
But didn't he have a little connection with Hill when Hill did play? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he did, but I mean, let's be honest.
That's another thing. You guys just might go into next year with Hill.
No,
you know,
no.
See,
Hill is not a QB.
Hill is a really good Swiss Army knife. He's like he's like a better version of what Tim Tebow was supposed to be.
Oh,
but
I agree.
He's not accurate enough, especially on his deep balls to really be anything other than what we use him. Like he's too good at all the other stuff for us to take him away and make him a quarterback. And that's why we've seen Trevor Siemian be the starter for New Orleans. Like Hill at this point's healthy, and we're still not using him as a starting quarterback. We're gonna use Trevor Siemian and continue to use Trevor Siemian and let Hill be the Swiss Army knife he's been.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. You're firing up Ingram. I guess you're firing.
Yeah,
up
I mean,
AJ.
I think this is a big AJ game just on Julio being hurt.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely an AJ game.
They're not getting what they wanted out of
it. Dolphins won't trade for Michael Thomas because him and Devontae Parker aren't, you know,
beefing.
Devontae Parker said it right. Like,
I think he's a free agent after this year. Parker.
Like, bro, I do the same stuff as you, and
yeah, he's on the IR. I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of Parker. No, I don't think they would trade for Thomas though. No, because they're gonna have to trade shit for Watson.
They wouldn't necessarily have the picks for.
Yeah, they wouldn't have the. We have their first round pick this year.
Yeah, so they don't really have much to trade for them.
But they do have a first round pick this year because they got it from someone else. It's just lower. It's just not their pick.
They have San Fran's pick.
Yeah.
That's why people are bashing them and praising Haley, because instead of them trading San Fran's pick to us to get Waddle, they traded their own pick. I guess they thought they were going to be good, and
they thought San Fran was going to be more.
Yeah,
it was going to be worse.
I mean, that San Fran pick's still going to be good for them.
Yeah, but it's not going to be top 5.
Yeah, no. And the Dolphins better stop winning.
Moving on to this shit game.
The Jaguars coming off a surprise victory over Buffalo, playing against a pretty red hot Colts team.
Best quarterback in the league.
The Colts are 4 of 6 in their last 6 games. And that's after a close game with the Ravens and a close game against the Titans. They're playing pretty well this year.
Titans didn't have a quarterback.
Would you be shocked if the Jaguars won?
No,
no, not at all.
No.
They're feeling it right now.
Are you shocked if Carson Wentz makes a stupid ass mistake in the fourth quarter?
I mean,
no.
If if Josh Allen destroyed Josh Allen last week, I can only imagine what he'll do to
yes.
Carson.
Dude, that was the best thing.
A fumble and a sack.
Yeah. And I love how after every
No.
single one of those happened, it was blasted out. Oh, Josh Allen just picked Josh Allen. Josh Allen just sacked Josh Allen. It was like this whole thing. I loved it.
Jonathan Taylor might be getting up there.
Jonathan Taylor
best running back in the league.
He's the best running back in the league right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like he's carried that team.
Oh my! Even just the last game, like what do you have? 17 rushes, 172 rushing yards, like.
And the Colts' number 1 wide receiver now in Pittman.
Yeah, he's looking really good.
I said funny thing that happened 2 weeks in a row against the Titans, the Colts, with Carson Wentz in the end zone throwing an interception on a weird play.
God.
And then the very next week playing the Rams and Matt Stafford doing the exact same thing. I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
God.
Matt Stafford, you could tell Matt Stafford's fucked up. Like they said he was sick. They said he had back problems.
Oh, yeah, he was having all
one
kinds of
interception. Like that one interception, I thought Mo Alley Cox was going to go over and slap Wentz right in his face.
Yeah.
He looked at him like, bro.
It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, like what was that?
Yeah.
I
think
don't
did pick
know.
the Colts because I need Carson Wentz to do good so we can get a pick still.
Yeah,
I don't know if you would say Jonathan Taylor is the best running back in football, but he's definitely
right now he's the best running back because Derrick Henry got hurt.
Yeah.
Would you take him over Kamara?
Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
No, because I think Kamara plays in our system better than Taylor would.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Taylor would do bad, but I think Kamara is just better for our system.
Yeah, he fits it. Yeah, that's true.
He fits what we do.
What's his issue? His knee?
Kamara's a knee sprain.
Okay.
He'll be back. He'll be back next week. He just needs a week off.
Just a little rest. But yeah, I think the Colts
so you're firing out what? Pittman, Taylor, Wentz if needed.
Yeah, Wentz.
We're firing up Agnew.
James Robinson will play today. Just came out.
Is he? He's playing.
So Robinson.
Yeah. Nice.
I wouldn't
use Agnew because
I wouldn't play Robinson though.
I might play.
If you have to use him, he's there.
I might play Marvin Jones in this game.
So I'm playing against somebody that took Marvin Jones out for Robinson.
Really?
And I was shocked, because.
I mean, Robinson's a running back, so I kind of get it.
But he's really, really banged up. And Marvin Jones looks good, but I'll take it. But Pittman's, you got to fire up Pittman. You got to. I mean, I wouldn't be against firing up the Colts defense if needed. And I could say the same thing about the Jaguars.
I would fire up their defense, right?
If you need it, if you were hurting on defense, I wouldn't say either of these are a bad pick.
It's not even even if the Jaguars weren't, they did stop the Bills to nothing last week, but
it's only a bruised heel on a guy that needs his heel for everything he does.
You just know that, that Wentz will do something dumb eventually, and that will at least get you 2 points.
I'm a huge Wentz guy, and he does something dumb every single
you know what's going to happen within the 4 quarters. What is he going to do? Is it a pick six, a fumble for a score? But
I hate his guts, but the way Brewski called him out.
So we're not missing any tight ends this week, but I think a fun sleeper might be Dan Arnold.
I'm playing against him, which I was shocked.
Yeah, I said I was looking at some stats, and I think over the last couple weeks he leads the league in receptions and yards, but he hasn't gotten any touchdowns.
Yeah,
touchdowns has kind of been his big thing, and so
I mean,
he's like a touchdown away from being a really good play.
Yeah, me and Shay got to fire up Agnew because our whole team's hurt.
Our whole team is hurt, and Ty Johnson.
Yeah,
dude,
and Ty Johnson.
So we're talking
Nicholas.
We're talking about all this here. Let me
but Agnew's good.
My one of my leagues, I have Alvin Kamara out, Damian Harris out, Hopkins out, and I had Robert Woods who got hurt and is out for the season. I'm like, bro,
we lost Hopkins, Chubb, Edmonds, and Chris Carson.
Yeah,
that's insanity.
It's
insanity, man.
But you know what we got? We got 40-year-old Tom Brady.
Okay.
And Cooper Kupp.
There you go. That's all you need.
That's 100 points right there.
There it is.
Cooper Kupp.
that alone will carry you to victory. Anything else on this game?
Nah.
I think just a low-scoring game, if possibly.
I could see that. Like
Depending
a 13-10
Jonathan
kind of.
Taylor plays, though.
I mean, I think he's going to get crazy.
I think he's still going to get 100 yards.
Like I said, it might all come down to that one mistake from Wentz, but I think the Colts take it.
What, the Teddy Bruschi mistake? You know he's going to throw a pick.
I mean, I just love the way his picks look, too, like, when he does throw them.
Bro, it's like right to the D-back. Like, who are you aiming for?
Sometimes it's more accurate to the D-back than it is the wide receiver.
Look, sometimes he forgets who's in what jersey and just, throws it up. It's okay.
I blame Clowney for not bringing his bell.
Yeah, I do like this. I like this game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good game. You have the Browns coming off their big victory against the Bengals. And the Patriots, who've been playing really, really well. The Patriots are down their top 2 running backs. So
the rookies playing Brandon Bolden and
Brandon Bolden and
JJ
Taylor. And I actually picked up Taylor in one of my leagues.
Yeah, and Stevenson should be playing today.
Stevenson's active.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He is active.
So who knows what he's going to do? I mean,
who knows which running back is actually going to be good today?
I love Brandon Bolden this week. I love him this week. So if I told Smells to pick him up, and the guy I'm playing against actually snaked him and grabbed him and is starting against me.
Yeah, you know who was one of my favorite running backs to watch for New England besides LeGarrette Blount? Deion Lewis.
Deion Lewis.
Yeah, remember Deion Lewis had this 2 years where he was just going crazy.
He was an Eagle, man.
Yeah, then he was a Titan.
I'm taking the Pats in this one. I like the Pats in this one.
I just feel like the Browns are better without Odell, as you can tell. Like, the Browns play a lot better.
What's the weather in this game? It's got to be cold.
46 degrees.
And you got my boy, Dearness Johnson, the win.
The Ernest.
I'm so upset. So, Monday night, right? Monday night, I was looking at my lineup, and I was like, Dearness Johnson not doing anything with Chubb back. Dropped him. Literally the next day, Chubb is out with COVID. I was like, son of a bitch.
I did the same thing, dude.
Oh, and then of course I didn't get him on waivers, and so that kind of sucked. But
thank God we kept him in Yahoo.
Yeah.
And I think I have him in the BCG league too. And I think I have him in another league too, actually.
So who are you starting for New England? Mac Jones, if needed.
I'm afraid to start any Patriots, even against anybody, just because they get weird wins. But like I said, I love Bolden this week as a flyer. I'd lean more towards DFS and actually no, but all these if we could have got him in Yahoo, I would have fired him up instantly. I love Bolden this week. I think he's gonna get a lot of catches.
I've been a big Jacoby Myers fan.
He kind of
but the past couple of weeks
they've been using their tight
not
ends
done
crazy.
well.
Oh yeah, I would start.
Well, the Titans and the running backs, they've been a big running back game. Damian Harris has looked awesome the past couple of weeks.
I know.
And of course, with no him, it'll be interesting to see which running back they go. And so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you fire up Stevenson if you really need him in a deeper league, but I don't know.
I would only start Bolden out of any of them, and it would be like I said, just because of injuries.
Well, even Bolden's kind of a hit or miss.
I like him just a PPR aspect.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. He's been playing the James White role.
Yeah,
and the Browns. I mean, you got the Ernest. You're gonna start. I don't know if to start Landry.
I mean, I would. I'd start Landry, and I actually might start Peoples Jones.
Does him and Baker have that weird ass connection now?
Yeah, he's had a couple really good games.
Patriots defense is good though.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Their defense is always getting to the QB too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see Myles Garrett and Mac Jones. Hopefully his helmet don't fall off.
It's funny too, because remember the beginning of the season we were bashing Mac Jones?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of him, but he's probably the best rookie quarterback out of all of them so far.
I mean, that doesn't say much.
Yeah, that's the thing. He really got which Colts system down. So
because he had he went in, he had that Tom Brady body at the combine.
Oh, Smells another lone wolf out of the host for Cleveland. Look at you, Smells.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New England.
I'm going to Patriots.
Yep.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of the best games of the week.
It's at home too. It's in Foxborough.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's enough going. I think this is a close game no matter what, but I think New England just has enough to get it over the hump.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna, like I said, going to be one of the best games of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fun. Nice little slow.
Yeah,
fest.
fire up Landry if you need to, because injuries and COVID.
Yep.
People Jones is probably a flyer now because if look at his stats the past couple weeks,
he does have that deep connection with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's always, there. Dearness Johnson. Fire him up.
Oh yeah, I think the game runs through Darnell Johnson.
Yeah.
They're saying he's going to play D. That's what sleepers tell me. I mean, obviously, any setbacks, he probably won't. They'll go by that.
Maybe it's just expected.
They're looking like they're going to run him. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. Oh yeah, start Dearness Johnson. Held on to him, start him. Where you claim him?
Bills Jets. So last time these two teams played, the Bills ran all over the Jets. The game wasn't even
but
close.
that seemed like a different Bills team last time they played.
Well, and a different Jets team too.
Now you got this Bills team.
Yeah, the Jets had their backup quarterback in at the time, Zach Wilson.
As Mike White said, I should have been the number one pick overall.
Mike White, he's looked good. He's looked good.
He has, dude. He looked really good.
And the Bills have been looking kind of rough.
Yeah.
But they get back. They get, a bunch of players back this week.
9-6 is still really crazy. I still can't believe, one, it was so low scoring, and two, that they lost.
Yeah. Was that game in Buffalo? I hope it wasn't.
It was.
What was it, Jacksonville?
In Jacksonville.
I think it was in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But it was a rainy game, wasn't it?
No.
Wasn't it like a?
Yes, I believe so.
Wasn't it like a weather game?
I don't know. I might pick the Jets. I feel like.
What's up, Cole? Yeah,
I actually thought about picking the Jets, but I didn't. I
think the Bills beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, well, we thought the Bills were going to beat the shit out of the Jaguars, too.
And that's why they're going to do it this week.
They're pissed off, and they want to come back.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to the division thing, but...
crazy stat from last week. Let me pull this up real quick, because I thought it was crazy. Crazy stat from last week. Cole Beasley, 8 receptions. 8 receptions.
30 yards?
33 yards.
Yeah, I started him last week. I'm starting him this week, too.
It's literally insane that this man had 8 receptions and only 33 yards.
The crazy thing is,
it's pissing me off this year.
The best part is about that division is, the Bills might not even win that division.
Yeah.
Depending on what New England does.
No, I think they still win it.
The Bills might not win that division.
They're only up half a game.
Yeah, but I think they still win it. They're a better team.
Well, so we're talking about divisions and standings and stuff. The AFC might be the closest race. You have Buffalo. Well, no, you have Buffalo and New England, 5-3 and 5-4. The AFC North, Baltimore at 6-3, Pittsburgh at 5-3, Cleveland and Cincinnati at 5-4, and then the AFC West, all 4 teams with 5 wins. The AFC is going to be crazy to watch coming down.
What's your goal? It's coming for that division. Chiefs are going to win that division.
Chiefs barely won last week. Stop it.
They're going to win that division, bro.
The Chiefs are garbage.
They're going to win that division.
They would have lost if Aaron Rodgers was playing.
So you're taking the Jets, Just? Or are you going to stick with Buffalo? Don't do it to yourself. Get the easy win. Get the easy win.
Do it.
We thought there was a bunch of easy wins last week.
Yeah, true.
We all were under 500 in our picks last week.
Oh yeah, it was.
I was at 500. Chill out.
Were you?
Justin's like I was good.
So is Cam and Dalt's 8-6.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from the host.
Golden's fucking bad asses.
Yeah, I didn't. I went very much. not very well last week.
I think Buffalo beats them by 24.
I agree, Common. Don't get me started.
They're not
24,
overrated.
okay.
They're not overrated. They're underperforming. That's
overrated.
What it is.
Kind of a little both. His
Underperforming.
daughter said the Bills are going to win, so we're good. That's
We're
that's
done with
what's
the
going to happen.
Bills.
There it is. Going Bills. Going Bills.
Yeah, I mean, fire up your Bills. Like I said, we have to start Ty Johnson in this game.
For the Jets, what do you think about Elijah Moore?
If Greg was in here, he'd be cursing me out. We didn't start him last week in a league, and then he sent me all these videos where this guy was like, if you don't have Elijah Moore as your number one waiver this week, you're insane. You should stop playing fantasy football and all this other stuff. I was like, all right, dude, chill.
You're like, it was 1 week.
I like him though. He said, you know what he said? He said Elijah Moore went into the wide receiver room after the game and pissed all over everybody. And I was like, I mean, he did tear it up, but I think I guess we'll have Tre'Davious White on him today.
I mean, maybe not. Crowder could have him.
Yeah, that's true too. I like him now. I like him. I would start him. I am starting him in a league, because of Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, you killed me, sir.
I know.
So unfortunate. Let's jump into Lions Steelers. Lions, of course, have been underperforming all season, and have lost some close ones. Pittsburgh, though.
Actually, changing my pick for this one.
No.
Yeah, I have to.
It was my lone wolf.
Oh, you had them.
Don't take it from me.
I have to.
Steelers, of course, with no Roethlisberger. It is Mason Rudolph season in Pittsburgh.
0-17 season, 3-1-3. I don't agree, Common, because they get that one win today.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the Lions game. I think they finally figure it out and come away with a big win.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it. I mean, it is in Pittsburgh, but they don't have running wide receivers. But I mean, they don't really have much of anything to say that the Lions are gonna win. But I think it's just Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mason Rudolph tremendously pulls that team down. I think it's a big Najee Harris game.
Me too. I agree on that. But he popped up on the injury report too. I mean, he's fine. He's playing. But he popped up on the injury report, I think, Wednesday or Thursday for a foot. So who knows how much pain he's playing. I mean, they'll shoot him up with some stuff, but
yeah, I think it'll also be interesting to see how Rudolph uses Deontay Johnson, because that's going to be kind of the big thing of if they win or lose, is if he can get the ball to Johnson, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And the tight end has been looking real good, actually. Freiermuth. So I think he has a lot of catches this week, but I don't know if he's going to get the touchdowns like he did last week.
I said I think a good pickup on the Lions side was they got Josh Reynolds this week. They claimed him off waivers. So I think you got Khalif Raymond, you got Amon-Ra, St. Brown that have both done pretty well. They've been okay. But you add Josh Reynolds, which I think is going to be a big upgrade in that room. And then you have a healthy DeAndre Swift coming back.
He's playing well.
Nice. Yeah.
He's catching everything. I think he leads the running backs in catches, actually.
I mean, and that's what he did in Georgia. I mean, that was his big thing in college.
So I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Eagles are on at 4:30.
We just got some active news and inactive news.
Hey guys, in case you didn't know, the Eagles are on at 4:30.
4:25. Get it right, Justin. 4:20. Oh, so Jonnu Smith's inactive. So Hunter Henry stock just went up way more.
Oh, nice.
Josh Reynolds isn't playing this game, Golden. He's inactive. Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds is? Oh, he's not playing.
Yeah, he's inactive. Yeah. So
take everything I just said and shove it down somewhere else.
James Robinson's going to play. Godwin's going to play. Gallup's going to play. Stevenson's going to play. Trent Brown, Taylor Decker, and Dwayne Haskins is going to be the backup for Pittsburgh.
For your Pittsburgh Steelers.
I forgot they signed him.
Yeah.
Remember he was supposed to be the chosen one?
Yeah, chosen one for what?
Well, that's what we were just talking about this might be the week the Lions get their first win.
I wouldn't be shocked. The
Yeah,
Lions are like the best worst team.
they
Oh,
are.
absolutely. The amount of games that they've been in and could have won and then managed
Besides
to
against
not
the
win.
Eagles, obviously.
Yeah, y'all shat all over them last
We're
week.
like, ain't no way we're letting the Lions beat
Yeah,
us.
I know. And like we live in like the worst city for that to happen.
Yeah.
Because like people are like, now we're gonna make a run for the playoffs.
If you think about it, though, like if you look at the Eagles' losses, like the Eagles could easily beat, majority of them teams.
Yeah, but everything came in garbage time when the other team's just like.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like,
But that makes it even worse.
Like we're getting our ass kicked.
Well, and that's what we keep saying. The third and the fourth quarter are all y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all figure it out at halftime and start playing well, but you've given them too much of a lead to be able to.
But we have been running the
into
ball
it.
a lot more.
And we don't have a quarterback. And our receivers cannot get off the line of scrimmage for shit. Jalen Reagor don't even have to play football. Don't get me started on him.
Isn't he hurt? Didn't he get hurt last week?
He got hurt the week before, and then he came back last week, and I think he had one catch for negative yards.
For negative yards.
He doesn't know how to run a route.
All the Eagles do is run screenplays. Like, it's embarrassing. But anyway, they're gonna win tonight, but we'll get into that. Yeah, but I'm a rock Detroit in this game. Might as well, right?
Well, there goes my lone wolf. I thought it was
them a few times.
Thought it was
this year.
gonna do it, and apparently not.
Sorry,
someone had to go and ruin it. Way to go!
Sorry.
So you're firing up Najee Harris. You're firing up Deontay Johnson. DeAndre Swift on the Lions side. Maybe Hawkinson.
I'll pick Detroit too. We're gonna be the Three Little Pigs.
So Smells is lone wolfing.
No.
There we go. Out of the host, I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
So Smells is lone wolfing. Look at Smells is just.
Hurts is a Hall of Famer in the making. Love to see it, Dalt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Start with him.
Let's jump into. I mean, this might be a blowout, guys. The Bucs at Washington.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady's gonna destroy.
There's no AB. There's no Gronk. But Godwin is expected to play in this game.
Godwin's gonna play. Yeah.
And I mean, just a little throwing it out there. Tyler Johnson has been thrown around in a lot of places as a sneaky waiver pickup.
Yeah,
I actually picked him up. And
Godwin was going to be out though.
Well, even with Godwin playing, they were saying that he might be able to sneak into the AB role.
And look at Mike Evans the past few weeks. Like him and Tom Brady have been destroying teams. I think it doesn't matter. You probably start anybody in this fucking game.
Look at this. Tom Brady leads the NFL in passing touchdowns and passing yards per game. Washington football team defense has allowed the most passing yards per game and second most passing touchdowns.
Yeah, their defense has been so underwhelming, which is kind of crazy thinking about like who that offensive line or defensive line is.
I think Brady's going to go up to Washington and throw for like 400 yards and like 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Brady might even have a QB sneak touchdown.
I mean, he does have a nice QB sneak
on the one.
I think
it doesn't matter. Me and Shake have him, and he gets us like 30, 40 points.
Yeah.
I think the one person to watch in this game is going to be Antonio Gibson, and not on a good note, more of just he's been hurt. They've had a week away on a bye, but the past couple weeks he's got a fractured shin, man.
Yeah, I know. And they're not doing anything. You're just going to hurt yourself in the long run, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I got Ingram over him in.
I'm playing against McKissick this week against Smells.
Yeah, I think McKissick could be a good pickup or a good play in this game.
Oh, no. No, I'm not. I'm playing Smells in a different league. I know Smells is starting McKissick in the league, though. Yeah, he might. I mean, he gets a lot of catches.
Yep. And of course, you're always firing Scary Terry.
Are they going to get... Oh, yeah, I love Scary Terry. Are they ever going to get... what you call it back? Fitzpatrick?
Probably.
Is he going to take the job?
No, they said even when he comes back, he's not going to start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they already came out with that. Now, I mean, that could still change, but...
Yeah. This will be...
I would just rock out with Heineke.
I mean, you might as well. The season's lost anyways.
Yeah, fire up your. Oh, actually, you know what? Last time Heineke won against the GOAT, he almost beat him.
He almost beat us, too.
He did. Yeah. He did last year.
That was a playoff, too.
I think it was a bad penalty call, actually, that won the Bucs the game. Like, that messed it up with them.
The Bucs almost lost to Washington, and then literally destroyed every team after that.
Yep.
Oh, dude. You know what, dude?
Well, no, because they barely beat us. The only reason they beat us is Jared Cook's fumble at the end of the game.
Their defense, destroyed every team I'm talking about.
Yeah, their defense been so good.
That's what I said. We were almost there. We were so close, like we've always been.
Crazy.
We just can't win the big game.
They're like, well, we know Drew Brees isn't going to throw past 40 yards, so
yeah,
just contain the slant man.
That's right. Neither can anybody else in our team. Well, I guess Winston did, but
Winston had the arm for it. Just
Winston had a bomb. He just wasn't accurate.
No, I mean his bomb was the one player who's wide open.
Yep, the receivers that can run straight. I'm open, but yeah, it should be a nice little beatdown for the Bucs.
Yeah.
Common took which football team?
Speaking of another beatdown, Panthers at the Cardinals.
It might not be a beatdown, dude.
So look, there's no. So we're saying this now. Obviously, inactives haven't come out for this game because it's 4:00. Hopkins and Murray are not expected to play. There is no. Edmonds, who is on IR. So you're looking at Colt McCoy, James Conner, and Kirk and Rondale Moore.
No, AJ Green's active today.
Oh yeah, and you have AJ Green back
Moore's
from
playing really banged up.
Too. Yeah, Rondale Moore's hurt too.
But on the same time, you have.
Hold on. 1 second, Gordon. You still have Zach Ertz too.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right, Zach Ertz.
Don't forget about him.
Ertz has played well since he's gone to Arizona.
They got Peyton Manning 2.0, bro.
Bro, they have the biggest piece of shit vulture in the NFL.
Oh, don't get me started on him.
James Conner.
I have choice word for him. Yeah.
I mean, look, he looked great last week. Yeah. But they're playing against a Panthers team who. I mean, their quarterback, man.
PJ Walker.
Hold on.
PJ Walker.
Cam's not playing.
Is he inactive?
I don't know if he's inactive.
He's not inactive because he met with Matt Rule for a potential start this week.
I
wouldn't be shocked if you see Cam Newton.
He's expected. I think he might be the backup, but he's not. They've already said he's not going to start.
And this whole quarterback thing is killing me with DJ Moore. DJ Moore looks so good.
Well, so that's the thing is I think Cam Newton is going to be huge for this offense.
Me too.
I think Moore and Robbie Anderson get.
We don't speak about Robbie Anderson.
Well, look, you might be speaking about Robbie Anderson now.
Robbie Anderson.
I think Cam coming back in that offense is going to be huge, but he's not playing this week, so that's all for next week's pod.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to go down by like 14. Philip Walker's not going to be doing nothing. And then Cam's going to come in, and DJ Moore's going to be sitting on my bench, and Cam's going to come in and throw him like 3 touchdowns, and they're going to come back and beat Peyton Manning 2.0.
And you're going to be so pissed.
I know, but I'm starting Arizona's defense.
I will say, though, I think Cam is a good pickup in your league if you need a quarterback.
We were just talking about this too. I said Todd Gurley was great to watch.
Yep.
And then me and Dalt were talking, and he said CMC is the next Todd Gurley.
Yep.
And I was
beat his body up.
Yeah. But like at the time when Gurley was, Gurley was the shit.
He was, dude.
Gurley was unstoppable.
He was so good, dude.
I had on the first year he was on the Rams, I put the same gift in every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gurley was averaging 30 to 40 points in fantasy every week.
Yeah,
And now look at him. He's at the league just doing nothing because he was overused.
Well, and now you see with CMC, he spent all last year hurt, and he spent a good majority of this year hurt. It's going to be interesting to see going forward, what we see out of him.
I feel like his body is like the next Gurley body, where it's just going to be like, oh, you might see yourself out of league, CMC. And it's not even his fault. He's just overused.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of him. Yeah. This is interesting. I didn't know.
I wouldn't go that far. CMC is way better than Gurley ever was.
What, baby?
I feel like that's a bad take.
Give me a second.
What do you think, Golden?
Right.
I mean, Gurley was a Georgia boy, so but he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
What?
Gurley did have some injury issues coming into the NFL.
But I'm not gonna, say CMC is way better than Gurley.
No, I think Gurley in his prime could have easily been one of the best quarterbacks or one of the best running backs that we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, he came into the league hurt too, which sucks for him.
I just think that was a bad take, saying way better.
It came from Smells, dude.
He hates Stafford. I know.
Yeah, he's probably on cloud 9 right now at cheerleading.
Gurley was big out of the backfield. What are you talking about, Smells?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gurley was catching.
Gurley in his prime was insanity. Like you're right. You could not stop him.
And I don't think Gurley was on a better team when he first came in. Because wasn't.
No, he was on fucking shitty Rams with Bradford.
Yeah.
And Nick Foles.
He had a couple seasons where Bradford played really well, but
yeah, his knees are just completely shot.
Damn, he's only 27.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's the issue a lot of running backs have. Like a lot of running backs, one of those where you don't usually play.
Wow,
when you're older.
I had no clue he was only 27.
Yeah, AP is really. I mean, AP is really one of the few that you see.
Him and Tom Brady share the fucking same cow drink, I heard. That's why they're still playing. What year was that Super Bowl against New England? 2017?
That was one of the worst Super Bowls ever.
Yeah, the score was like 15-12 or some shit. You know what year that was?
No. I don't even know what year it is.
It was either 2017 or 18.
I think it was 18, the year after we went, right?
Yeah.
So damn, he only played 6 seasons. That's interesting. 6,000 yards though.
Yeah.
Rushing. Sucks for
but
him,
yeah,
right?
you say that he should be in his prime because he's 27, but a running back, like their prime is 22, 23, right when they get into the
when
league.
they first get there.
27 is old for running back. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they barely last.
I mean, look at all the other running backs that are kind of in the same situation. You got Le'Veon Bell, who's kind of bounced around and has been hurt. You have Devontae Freeman, who's kind of in the situation like once you get to like 27, 28, 29, you're
what did we say Gurley had? How many seasons?
6. I thought he played more than that.
Okay. So this is McCaffrey going into his 5th year, right?
Yeah, I'm actually looking him up too.
And he only has 3,300 yards. Gurley has 6,006 seasons.
Well, Gurley was more of like an actual runner. McCaffrey does everything else.
So then where is the way better come into effect?
Oh, I didn't say that. That came from the guy that hates Matt Stafford. Love you, Smells.
Yeah, I'm not taking that. If Gurley's knees were never, bad.
And the thing is, like we were just talking about, like, yeah, I agree with the all-purpose yards. But what you call it? He was hurt last year. He's hurt this year. So
Gurley was hurt.
No, I'm saying CMC. So he might be on the same. He might be on the same thing where he might only play 7 years, 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? Because he's going in his 5th year. He's been hurt 2 seasons back to back. I mean, he's healthy right now, but who knows?
Yeah, I just think they're both overutilized running backs that aren't going to last long.
Yeah, I agree. Both good though.
Tell that Turner. I mean, so Henry's kind of the exception for a bunch of different reasons.
That guy's a freak.
That guy's just like a monster human being.
That's like in Rocky when he splits Drago open, and they're like, he's human. That's how I felt when they said Derrick Henry got hurt. I was like, oh shit, robots get hurt.
But
Like,
it'll also be interesting to see how he plays next year coming off of his injury. You know, I said he had a big injury, and so that mixed with how much he's actually used, I mean, we could see a fall off next year from Derrick Henry, but like I said, Henry is an animal, so it's kind of hard to judge anybody on his standards.
I thought there was talk that he might be able to play in the postseason.
There is if he, but I think it's like a slim chance, and it depends on how far they make it.
I'll be right back.
But he also didn't start right at the beginning of his career either. Like his first couple of years in the league, he was a backup. So he wasn't like Gurley and some of these others where like right off the bat they used him as the number one. Because I think when he came into the league, I want to say he was the backup to DeMarco Murray.
Emery? No, I thought it was Deion Lewis.
Was it Lewis? One of
them. It was either Murray or Lewis. He was one of them.
Lewis was definitely one of them. Lewis was, but for some reason I want to say DeMarco Murray was the main guy when he was in there. Well, yeah. But yeah, either way, I know he wasn't the starter when he came in. Like some of these, like Le'Veon Bell and Gurley and even CMC, you know, they were the starter right off the bat.
I'll be looking at my gray sweatpants, Common.
Either way, we're gonna move on from the Gurley and CMC.
Let's jump into what might also be a pretty good game. Vikings at the Chargers.
Love this game.
I love this game.
Both of these teams have had stretches this season where they've overperformed and underperformed. So yes. I think it'll be interesting to see which version of these two teams we actually get in this game.
I love this game. I think it's going to be like...
Yeah.
Do you have the over on this, Golden? What's the line?
Over is 53.5. The line is Chargers by 3, but they're also the home team, so...
I think they smashed the over, dude. And this dude has one more chance. One more chance. This friggin' Mike Williams. Fucking guy, man.
See, the one week you bench him or drop him is going to be the week he goes back off.
Oh yeah, that's everything. That's how it's been happening. I think this game's going to be crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota because Cousins is like Wentz is better than Cousins for the record, but he's kind of like Wentz in a way where he makes that dumb play. You know, he's always been that way, and they remind me of each other. They remind me of each other for a lot of things, actually. Jesus, Smells, get over it. All right.
That's a bad take. It's all right. I love my Smells.
But this is gonna be a great game.
This is the best game.
They probably have the most fantasy players of all the games, like in one right here. You got JJ. You got Thielen. I like Conklin.
I don't like Conklin.
I like him. He's getting He's getting a lot of targets. You obviously got Cook.
Yeah.
Unless his girlfriend beats him up for the game. And then on
you saw the videos of that?
Yeah, I know. She's nuts, dude.
She said she was gonna shoot him, pulled out a gun and shit.
Mine's like a girl I would match with or something. Come over here and beat my ass. I mean, I've gotten my ass beat before, but talk to my therapist about that.
I agree. I think the Chargers are the better team, but I actually lone wolfed Minnesota this week. I think Minnesota upsets the Chargers.
How do you think the game's gonna look though?
I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna come down to the end. I mean, both offenses are dynamic. I could see it also being a run-heavy game on both sides. Mm-hmm. I could see Eckler getting a lot of use and Dalvin Cook getting a lot of use.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice game, dude.
But I could also see where it's ridiculously high scoring and both offenses just having incredible games.
No, I agree. Yeah, I won't be surprised. Let Cook cook. I like it. I heard he didn't cook. That's why he got his ass beat. She was hangry. Actually, I think there was something with food involved with that. Actually, not even joking. Yeah, I wouldn't like. You're not going on a bad take with that. I don't know. Herbert's good, man. He looked really good. I mean, look what he did to the Eagles. He only had 4 incompletions, but Eagles defense stinks. But should be fun. Chargers roll, bolts up,
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers.
bolts up. So, what are we doing here? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? All these fantasy studs, right, in this game, receiving wise, we're going to stick with. Who is going to be the highest receiver in fantasy out of this game?
I think Jefferson. Like,
I'm going.
I don't
with
like. I don't know him. I guess it's a coin flip between him and Keenan Allen.
I'm thinking Mike Williams, even though I'm starting.
God, no.
Let me bench
God, no.
Mike Williams real quick.
Mike Williams, 2 catches, 40 yards.
No, I'm gonna bench him real quick. This way he gets 25 catches and like 1,000 yards.
I think it's going to probably be Keenan Allen, to be honest.
Yeah,
I can
and
see
neither defense stands out. You know what I mean?
No, but
So,
What if we went crazy and it was actually
the
Austin
difference
Eckler.
is
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
we're Adam Thielen showing up.
Yeah. That's the thing is like
What-
both of these teams have such dynamic offenses, and we've seen week in and week out where they show up and then they disappear, and it's
But
like
the difference between these two teams is the cornerbacks. Like the Chargers got 2 very solid CBs.
I would
Yeah.
say solid.
They're better than what the Vikings have.
Yeah. Is Harrison Smith injured?
He's hurt.
I don't see
He was
him
out
on the-
last week. He was out last week.
I don't see him on here though.
He might be active today, but I know he was out last week.
They don't have Barr or their defensive end, which I'm not even going to try to say his name. Willie Eakes. Wiley, I don't know. Justin Jackson's doubtful. Ryan Smith. They have 2 cornerbacks that are doubtful and on the IR.
Well, they do have
The
Patrick
Chargers.
Peterson, so
yeah.
the Vikings.
I'm saying the
that's about it.
Chargers. Yeah, but he's a shell of himself.
He's old as shit anyway.
Yeah,
He still played decent.
Yeah,
I like
but
him.
He's not gonna
We're just saying-
he's not gonna shut people down, but I think he's still
Yeah.
like
He's
he's
probably
still
going to line up with
serviceable.
Keenan Allen, but he's not going to.
No, I
no,
think
he
they'll
won't shut down. He won't shut down
I
anybody.
think- I think they'll put him on Mike Williams because I don't know if he can run with Keenan Allen anymore.
I
But
mean,
Mike
could he
Williams
really
should
run
have
with Mike
fantastic
Williams? Mike
Yeah, Mike
Williams,
Williams fast, yeah.
Mike Williams just goes flies
Straight.
every play.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Just down the field.
I know.
Mike
he does.
Williams, what's your play? Run straight. As fast as I can.
He's so good. It's just
That's what receivers do now. They like Forrest Gump football plays.
yeah, and he's like 6'4" or 6'5" too. So yes,
But I think I picked the Chargers for this one.
yeah, I'm gonna stay with the bolts up.
Yeah, I think it's
Bolts
gonna be a good game either way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
We got a lone wolf over here. All right.
Ow, baby! Finally,
Hmm.
been a little bit.
No, there's a couple. All right,
Uh,
fire up your offenses.
your Philadelphia Eagles, coming off
Eagles fly.
a shellacking of the Detroit Lions against the Broncos, who surprisingly upset
No, we lost to the
Dallas
Chargers last week.
and convincing. What?
We lost to the Chargers last week.
Y'all did? I thought y'all
Yeah.
played Detroit last week.
No,
No, that was
beat
2
the shit
weeks
out of
ago.
Detroit 2 weeks
Just
ago.
kidding, guys.
Bro,
Your
I know you
host,
just had a kid and all, but
your host getting things backwards. I'm gonna blame it on the lack of sleep and the child. The Eagles, who
kids.
lost to the Chargers last week, going against the Broncos, who upset Dallas. The big thing in this game, though, the Broncos are missing a lot of people on defense and have 3 backup offensive linemen in this game.
I love it. All the Eagles wins are on the road, and they're gonna add another one to that record.
Yep.
Today. Bird gang, baby.
I
I'm picking the Eagles.
I
I
agree.
pick them every week.
Is that weird, guys? That I agree on the Eagles this week?
Dude, and it's going to be a home game for the Eagles, basically. Because they did
Yeah.
that Philly sports trip, that
Mhm.
company that goes out there,
Yeah.
and they bring like hundreds of fans with them. Shit. So, like, you know, I don't think Denver's good. They looked good
No.
last week, but I don't think the Eagles are good either. But
Denver's one of
the
those
line-
weird teams, man.
the line is an Eagles line, like -1. Like that's an
that's
Eagles
weird.
line. Yeah. I don't think the Eagles are gonna blow them out, but
Smells, we still have a better record than the Eagles. Just want to point that out there, sir.
what's
With
not
your-
weird?
I said it was. Is it weird that I'm picking the Eagles this week? And he said it's
Oh.
not weird when your team is the Saints. So I
Well,
had
that's
to
a valid-
I had
that's
to
a valid
remind him
point.
that the Saints still have a better record.
Yeah, but he has a valid point because the Saints ain't nothing to rave about.
Look. Next week, guys. Next week is the week.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
week
yeah,
is
it
the
is.
week, and we get to put all this to bed. It's
Yeah,
in Philly. It's in Philly, but the Saints Eagles game is next week.
I might not
Could
be
be
here
cool.
next week.
Of course you won't.
No, you already used your sick time for this podcast.
I might be putting a sick day to go into the game.
As long as you send me pictures of every touchdown we score against you guys. And I will also
To be
send you
honest-
pictures of the ones that I see on TV, but I'm sure
be
there won't be
honest-
much for you. So
I think the Eagles would beat the Saints probably.
They're going to beat the Saints.
I think I honestly think it's going to be a hell of a game. I think it's
They're
going to be
gonna beat
awesome.
So are we all in the birds this week?
Yeah, I think it was a bird sweep as far as the
And then you just have Common.
and
with
then we have
Denver.
Common with his Denver pick.
No Common. What's your deal, bro? Denver spanks the Eagles? What? Spank you.
This is coming from a guy that trades good players for dog shit. So
I tried to take advantage of it. I offered him for Jonathan Taylor. I was like, man, maybe
I'm shocked you didn't take Jonathan Taylor for McChicken.
I was like, maybe he's in one of them giveaway moods, with it being the Christmas time.
See,
It's
I'd love to talk shit to Dalt, but I can't because the Saints lost last week.
Saints. Saints.
Actually, you're starting Smith this week, right? Devon Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smith he's looked pretty good.
And I think you're starting Jalen Hurts if you need a QB this week.
Jalen Hurts is one of the best fantasy quarterbacks.
let's look
every
at-
week.
Especially for rushing touchdowns.
I think he's up there in best fantasy quarterbacks this year.
Let's look at our bye weeks. We have the Bears,
Okay,
who you probably weren't
And
starting their
McDouble.
quarterback. You have the Bengals, who you may or may not have been starting their quarterback.
Disrespecting McChicken like that.
And you have the Giants and the Texans, who you definitely weren't starting their quarterbacks.
No, yeah, so.
So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I still think Jalen Hurts is a good play,
Let's see something quick.
especially because he has 494 yards rushing and 5 TDs.
Yeah, he's got more than
The,
CMC.
the rushing aspect at this point is
He's a number 3 quarterback in ESPN.
it's the
Yeah.
running.
Man.
It's the
He's-
rushing touchdowns, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's he's Lamar Jackson from a couple years ago.
How many touchdowns did he have?
And he played, when he runs, he's like a power back.
Yeah.
He doesn't run to be shifty.
No, he's big.
He's running head first right into the player. But yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. Eagles beat the shit out of Broncos today.
I'm with you. I don't know if they're going to beat their ass, but I'm going to win for it. I think
it'd
we're
be a
going
fun
to do.
game.
We're going to do to them what they did to Dallas.
Yeah,
That's what we're going to do. So we are going to beat their ass.
we're gonna.
I'd
beat
love
them.
I'd love to watch that game, but I actually think the game that's going to be on our TV is the Seahawks and the Packers,
It'd be a great game.
which we see the return of Aaron Rodgers and the return of Russell Wilson,
And it's snowing.
and it's snowing. It's our
It
first
does.
snow game of the
I
year.
love
Yeah, they're in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
in
is
Green
a
Bay.
But look at the line. This is a Seattle game.
Nah.
I totally could see it. There's no
Look
so
at the
there's no Chris
minus
Carson,
3.
but
It's just
Alex
something
Collins maybe.
It's just
Alex
something
Collins
about
running
Green
all
Bay
over
and
this game.
Snow and Lambeau with snow is just so hard to. Your daughter?
Dude, I'm so hyped
What?
for the snow game. I love
No.
a good snow game.
I'm almost done. Go.
Hopefully it snows next
Um,
weekend when the Saints come down.
Oh yeah,
But,
we can't play in the cold weather.
This is gonna be a good game. I think Green Bay wins also.
Yeah, I think this is a close one, but look, the
course.
line is pointing to Seattle might,
Well,
cover that.
Yeah.
they got
Cool.
it's a good because I don't know. I think that's it.
I mean, the line is basically saying it's a toss-up and Green Bay wins just because it's a home game.
Because Seattle's not bad, and they're getting Russ back.
It's like a Hail Mary to Devontae Adams for the win.
And then I think they still got
Russ in this. Russ is going to be huge for this game. Like that's the one thing Seattle's been missing as a quarterback, and they're finally getting one back.
And like, granted, he broke his finger.
Yeah,
but now his body had 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
You would think he got his hand chopped off the way he pulled out a video welcoming himself back.
He's probably as healthy as can be besides the whole finger incident.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good game. I mean, like I said, it's just something about Lambeau with snow and Rodgers coming back, and Rodgers pissed. He took a lot of shit for like what he did.
Dude, he took and then he came out and apologized and took shit for apologizing too.
Yeah,
but he couldn't catch a break.
Does have a point though.
What happened with
the fine issue?
What did CeeDee Lamb say?
Like CeeDee Lamb got fined. What did he get fined for? A jersey? I think
his jersey being untucked.
Yeah,
he's got fined almost every game this season.
He got fined like 20 or 30,000 total for his jersey being untucked. Yeah, Rodgers for COVID, breaking COVID protocol, and got fined 14,000.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if they're tougher on the young kid.
I think the NFL and everyone knew it was going to happen.
Who they're gonna find more?
Yeah, they're like, the Packers are our big team. We're just gonna slap them on the wrist and say don't do that anymore.
Well,
and then,
I
let
think
them be
the organization. Free. I think the organization got a big fine, didn't it?
Oh, they got a fine, but it was still nothing. Honestly, they should have lost draft. They should have lost draft picks. They should have with everything that they did last year. Yeah. So what the Packers did and what the Packers got was nothing. Yeah. Oh boy, we lost a little bit of money. Don't do that again, Packers. It's okay.
That's the thing. That's why what Titan said. That's true. He's been fighting every week.
Okay.
Well, the thing is. It goes up and up and up and up.
The world lives off the fucking COVID protocol, but they don't want to find Aaron Rodgers because it's Aaron Rodgers.
And we don't want to see his belly. Ew. You know what I mean?
Well, let's find this kid because
he got fined for his socks too.
Yeah, socks.
Yeah,
but then you have Zeke running around with his midriff.
Yeah,
put that away, dude.
Fucking 6 nose rings and looking like a fucking Wookiee.
Zeke's a weird person, dude.
I love it though.
Yeah, them nose rings freak me the hell out. I love Zeke though.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
I mean, it smells. It's a new rule, but they've been putting such a emphasis on it. And the fact is that it wasn't like he did it 1 week or like 2 weeks. I mean, the man broke protocols since preseason, and we're on week 10. Like 9+ weeks of him breaking protocol.
This is the thing.
Let's be honest.
He broke protocol, but the team allowed it. So it's like if you're allowed to get away with something, would you stop doing it? You know what I mean?
Both of them.
They did find both of them, but that's why the Packers got fined more. And he didn't lie. Like, the NFL and the Packers knew he wasn't vaccinated. And that's why he was only supposed to do Zoom meetings and never supposed to come into the facility without a mask and baby alert and stuff like that. So that's why it wasn't as heavy as people think it should be.
I guess, yeah, but the NFL pick and chooses.
Yeah, no. So, who knows? Let's go back.
But this should be a good game.
I need Adams to get back there. I think it's going to be a good Aaron Jones game, too.
Yeah, because it's snow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a run-heavy game for sure. Let's jump into our Sunday night game. Chiefs at the Raiders. We talked about it earlier about how the AFC West is so competitive. And I mean, this is a huge game for how the AFC West plays out.
Yeah,
I think Casey's gonna beat that ass.
I think the Raiders could win.
Yeah, then take them.
I agree.
Take them.
I am.
Then take them. Me and Smells will get the 2 wins. We'll take them. You too, Golden. You taking me a little Death Star. Is that why you took them? Because of their stadium?
Oh, dude, I freaking love their stadium, and I love that it's called the Death Star.
The Death Star.
Now, for the Raiders, do you think we see Deshaun Jackson?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they really don't have anyone else.
Waller's gonna go crazy this game.
Yeah, Waller.
Yeah. I mean, you have Waller and Renfro.
The
Those are
Chiefs'
two
defense
people.
is fucking terrible.
Yeah, very true.
But they're gonna win this game and win the division. So, Mahomes is gonna destroy them, dude. Mahomes is
Dude,
a beast, man.
Mahomes couldn't even beat the Packers defense last week. Like,
yeah,
Packers defense isn't bad.
Mahomes could barely beat Jordan Love.
Listen,
But he's overrated. Kermit the
he's
Frog is overrated.
underperforming.
I mean,
He's not
isn't that kind of
overrated.
the same thing?
Yeah.
No, he's underperforming.
You compare this.
All right, then
You
take them,
compare this
Smells.
Kermit the Frog motherfucker to Tom Brady, who barely ever underperformed his whole life in the
Brady's a cheater.
NFL.
Tom Brady's a cheater.
The
Right.
one
Mahomes is
year.
too busy yelling at his wife for being a piece of shit and yelling at his brother for being a piece of shit.
Smells
His
take
brother is a piece of shit.
take Vegas so I can get this free win. I'm gonna make that little comment, bitch. I don't know. I still like the Chiefs. I don't know.
Hey, you just fucking suck on his teeth.
I can suck up his teeth. I don't like them.
You get breastfed by the Chiefs.
No, I don't. You act like I'm always like saying they're so good, so good, so good.
You say it every week.
No, I don't. I just say I don't think they're overrated. I just think they're underperforming.
I agree, Calvin. Mahomes is too busy doing commercials
And I
and
think-
stupid shit.
And I think they're gonna still win their division. I'm not saying they're gonna make a run for a Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
No,
But if they
Tom
did, I
Brady.
wouldn't be surprised.
Tom Brady would just trash him again.
Oh, come on,
Probably.
stop it. Oh, you talking about me sucking on a teeth?
They
Look
also
at you.
they also might not, even if they
He's
made the
the greatest
playoffs.
ever. We know he's good. He has the rings to show.
Yeah,
Even
he
if
also
even
makes
if
out
they
with
made it
son.
to the playoffs, I don't think they have a strong enough team to go very far in the playoffs. Anyways,
KC legit has like me and Shake and Golden as their defensive players.
Don't, dude.
and I'm the best one of the three.
Dude, I got some defensive mind on me, bro. If
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't for the height thing, I'd be a nice safety. And the running and the physical stuff and and the lungs, the way my lungs are set up.
You
But
could
if it wasn't for a lot of things, I could be a safety. All
Okay.
right.
if it wasn't for this whole list of things that you
The
need
only
to be
5'3"
a
safety
good
in the
player in
NFL.
the NFL, I could be.
And for the the hit and run I was involved in. That,
Yeah.
We're
that
involved.
almost ripped off my right arm, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I still have flashbacks. Can't even walk across the street. Never walk on a red light.
You can be underperforming, but not overrated.
They're not
I mean,
overrated.
I guess you're right, but I agree. I don't think
You
the
saying them
Chiefs.
underperforming is saying that Ben
What's their
Simmons,
record?
Ben
5
Simmons'
and
mental
4.
health issue isn't a
They're
thing.
5-4.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Raiders are 5-3. They will be
Yes.
5-4 after this week when they
Probably
lose.
not.
The Broncos are going to be 5-5 after they lose this week. And if Golden comes
Possibly.
out right, if the Chargers lose, then and Chiefs win, they got the division back. So I mean,
We were just saying that they are overrated.
they're not overrated. They're
They are.
underperforming.
Golden, can we get like a overrated chant for the overrated soundbar?
Overrated.
They lost to the Ravens, the Chargers, the Bills,
Overrated.
the
They
Titans.
would have lost last week to the Packers.
All potential playoff teams. As of now, they're all playoff teams, right? They're 4 losses. And if they would have lost to
Look,
the Packers, even
They
with-
almost
with
they almost lost to the Browns. They almost
They
lost to the
lost
Giants.
they almost.
Yeah, you're beating these
You're right,
teams
Common.
by
They
3
should have. They
points.
should have lost to both of those.
They
You're beating
should
teams by 3 points where you should.
They should have lost to them, but they're too good. That's why they didn't lose to them.
I don't think that's how that works.
They beat this great
I
quarterback.
don't
Jalen
know
Hurts.
about that. I don't think that's how that works. Smell, shut up. You're not here. You can't comment.
The Cowboys to win that one. Then they play the Broncos to win that one. You know what? Chiefs are going to win out. Call it now. Chiefs don't lose another game this
All
season.
right, guys, we're gonna add this to the list of things that Shake was terribly
Yeah.
wrong about.
Stupid hot take
No.
number 37.
Chiefs win out. Wait, let me look at the schedule real quick. They might lose that Chargers game.
They're going to lose to the Cowboys.
Shoot, they might lose to the Steelers and the Bengals at the end of the year.
Nah. They might lose that Bengals game. Nah, they're winning out. They're going to win out. They're going to win out.
Okay.
Starting today. Jacking the games. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no,
That's when
Smells.
they're
We're not talking about anyone picking for the Super Bowl. We're just talking about that they're not a very good team.
I mean,
And
if we stay on
they're
this
not
game,
a very good team.
if we stay on this game, I might just say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Do it. You won't do it. You won't do it.
I'm just saying they're just overrated.
I'll stick with them. They're underperforming. I'll stick with them winning out regular season.
Okay, good luck.
And they went undefeated in the preseason.
Let's just jump right into the Rams and the Niners. Your Monday night football game.
This is slaughter.
Yeah, there's no Robert Woods, but you got OBJ now in the Rams. He is playing on Monday. I don't even know what to say about the Niners, man. Like, the Niners
This is a slaughter.
So rough.
Yeah, this is weird.
The Niners couldn't keep it competitive against Colt McCoy last week. Like,
I know.
I
Maybe
really
2.0.
I wouldn't say Van Jefferson, more Odell.
yeah.
I don't think Van Jefferson does
Van
too
Jefferson,
much of an impact.
Yeah.
Because Robert Woods wasn't even playing too good.
It's a cup and
Robert
Odell.
Robert Woods played well, but
Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't playing
Cooper Kupp is
Yeah.
like the head man in charge on the Rams offense.
Bro, he's Vanellatron.
Yeah.
How good is Beckham going to play this week, though? Like,
I think Beckham gets a touchdown this week.
Yeah? Is that your hot take?
I could see
It
that.
can be a hot take.
That's what I'll take.
It can be a hot take.
He said that right there. That's it.
He's been underperforming, so you can use him.
Well, he's been hurt.
I'm
He
taking
was
Kyle
out for
Pitts.
what, 3 weeks?
I'm doing Kyle Pitts as mine.
No, your hot take
Nice.
is
It's the Chiefs winning out.
winning out.
Well, that's my rest of season hot take.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to. That's your hot take
That's your hot
every
take.
week for the rest of the
Every
season.
I like it. That's an easy one. At least I get it right every week.
Yeah, I think Van Jefferson really doesn't do much because of Odell.
Van Jefferson sounds like a law firm. Van Jefferson.
I think the Niners do somewhat decent on a fantasy aspect, though. I think Kittle, I think Debo and Elijah Mitchell all play well enough that they're going to be good starts for you.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that's going to translate into them being competitive in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and the Rams are probably a little upset, after losing that game
After
last week.
shellacking last week.
Yeah.
Stafford should be healthier, you would think.
Yeah. No Von Miller, I don't think, though. I don't think Von Miller's playing for them.
I didn't see him on inactive.
Yeah, I
though.
thought he's expected to play. No,
thought
no,
he was
you're right.
expected-
Rams won't play
Yeah.
Miller unless healthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because he hasn't played for them yet, right?
Well, they really don't need him at this moment.
Well, I mean, last week was the first week that he was even eligible to play. For
Yeah,
them.
and he didn't play, right?
And they didn't play him because he's hurt.
Yeah. What's wrong with him, anyway?
I don't remember. Ankle injury.
You got TDS.
Oh, how about this? How about this? I love sleeper. Rams rookie Ben. What? Scrotum neck.
Scrotum neck.
Scrotum neck to have the Robert Woods role. So they're gonna sniff on that, Van Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson Van.
You just
Why?
got
Why
beat
would-
out by scrotum neck.
Why would they put him in over Odell and Van though? That seems weird.
Because he has a cool name.
He does.
Well, no, he's
Scrotum
gonna.
neck.
So OBJ is gonna be on the outside. Scrotum neck's gonna be other outside, and then you got Cup in in the slot. You know what I mean?
We don't call him Cup anymore. His name is Vanellatron.
Vanillatron. I love that nickname.
Oh, no, I think they got a guy with a better nickname on their team now.
Scrotum neck.
They got
Razor
Von Miller.
face!
They got Von Miller with TDS and Screw Dick.
Oh God.
Matthew Stafford drops back and he finds scrotum neck in the end zone.
Yeah, the whole thing is like, all right,
Scrotum
this
neck.
season is
Oh, I love
Debo Samuel the number one now completely for the Niners.
He's been.
I mean, yeah. When was he not?
Like after the season, like if Ayuk actually,
I actually.
Oh yeah, I think
start getting.
I think Ayuk's gone.
I think he's starting to get it together a little bit. I mean, I just the guy can't play football apparently. Picking up Scrotum.
I mean, we knew that though. That's not anything
I mean,
new.
yeah, I mean,
So Debo's their clear number one now.
yeah, I mean,
We're gonna say from this point.
he's been.
He's played
Yeah,
well
I'm
this
saying
season.
into the
He's had a
next
great
season,
season.
though. Into the next season. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he went into this season as the number one.
And to be honest, like Jimmy G hasn't had a bad season. For
That
them
was
to
one of
start
my
Trey
big-
Lance.
That was one of my big misses, and I'm glad I didn't get him in any leagues. I actually thought Ayuk was going to come in this season and play really, really well. But thank God I didn't get any shares of him. Instead, I got Robert Woods. But now I'm about to get the Scrotum.
Screw Dick. Screw Daddy.
Yo, we should add him just over Ty Johnson. Nah, never mind.
No.
Anyway.
You're like, probably.
Anyway.
Ignore
So what we
that.
got? What we got?
Fly,
We
Eagles,
got,
fly.
we got some hot takes. What's our hot takes?
I said it. Odell. We'll do Odell 75 yards and 1 TD.
I like it. What you
I'm
got?
sticking with this game and going Scrotum neck, 75 yards and a touchdown. I think I got it.
Even though it might be even though everything might be Cooper Kupp, like 200 yards and 2 TDs, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go 75 and a touchdown for Scrotum neck.
Here we go. This one's for common. I'm gonna go Mike White, 303 TDs against the Bills.
a golden.
Mike White, how much?
Mike White, 303 TDs.
Did you take Buffalo in that game or
I did take Buffalo in that game.
303 TDs?
303 TDs, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, why not, right?
I mean, if you're gonna, I said it. My other hot take is that Detroit was gonna win, but then you guys, took that from me. So
Yeah, I know. We might all die on that soon. Yeah, so we got this.
You got Screw Dick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Screw neck for
I'm
75
just
and
putting
touchdown.
Screw Dick because I'm not
Mhm.
finding his name.
Taser face. What was your other options?
What about Shaw?
He's too busy.
Shaw.
He's too busy at cheerleading.
I've got to wrap this up because the
Yeah, me
baby
too.
is screaming.
Yeah, I hear him.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
no.
am
All
going
right,
to dip.
guys.
All right. Good
Thank you
luck,
guys for
Florida.
coming and
We're
hanging
whooping
out with
their
us.
We'll
We will
play
see
you
you
this
guys
week.
next week. Good
Go
luck.
Birds.
Good luck
Good luck.
on your games this week, except for Just because I play him. But
He's
everybody
chill.
else.
Down. Later.